Hello and welcome back to Total War Warhammer with the Davi of Karas Encore. So let's call it my small midsummer depression is over. It's just around these weeks where a lot of stuff happened in my past and it just, it's hard for me to deal with. And sometimes not sometimes, but every year I kind of fall into this small depression at this time. Small is a small term for this one because actually, whatever. I don't want to talk about it on this video because it doesn't matter. I don't want to whine about it. So, I wanted to record 10 minutes ago or so, but then I noticed that I don't even have Blood and Gore, the Blood for the Blood God DLC. So I quickly went and bought that, and now we have that. Also, this is probably a turn or two into the campaign from last episode, because I live streamed like for 20 minutes or so, but then I lost, that's where I lost all interest in this game for the short duration of time that I, well, haven't played it yet.
Yes.
But everything is fine now. So we're gonna go and take Angrim here to attack Schwarzhafen. He's going to go in the underway stance, because I hope he will get intercepted by this army. Then we could easily crush him. They lifted the siege of Grangzind, and they are besieging Karak-Ziflin. At Karak-Ziflin I have a Thane and a Lord and a small garrison force. Actually, the small garrison force isn't quite mighty, to be honest. Iron Breakers, Longbeards with great weapons, Thunderers and Crawlers. That is a throng that they should be worried about, or a garrison, not really throng yet. You have this guy stationed here. This guy runs around like an engineer that's running around. Then we have these fellows down here.
Let us begin. My axe thirsts for war.
I want them to move against Paravon.
Let us begin.
And they're gonna move in forced march. Oh, they can go there right away. Paravon is going to be a tough battle to fight. And we're probably gonna fight it next turn. I don't think we need to siege much here. You know, that's not gonna be... Oh my god, that's a lot of knights. But they're not really gonna use them. Oh, this is a interesting garrison force to fight, for sure. So, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I've changed my plan. After the betrayal of the Border Princes, I've decided to not vassalize anyone. I'm just gonna burn everything down that is not Dwarvish. The armies have done it to themselves. They cannot be trusted, so they will be burnt down. We already destroyed the vampire counts and the greenskins, so genocide is something we are, well known to do, I guess. Althar Bierhard, the Runemaker, is going to march further west against Dwark. We're going to move this fellow. He's actually not going far because I want him in a defensive stance to recover some troops. And then we have the Empire down here besieging the scaling at Ice Drake Fjord. They've taken out Pack Ice Bay and the Longship Graveyard. And we've destroyed everything over here in the east. We've driven them back quite far, to be honest, which is good. Then we have this army down here. Kazwin the Kinlord, he's going on a boat to sail around and attack the Bretonnians up north at Korsel and Marienburg. And where is the good old Thorgrim, Grudgebearer? He should be running around somewhere. Where are you, my little friend? Oh no! I've moved him all the way over here already. It has been a couple of days, so I need to get into this game as well. We're just gonna fight this. Just a small warning. It's probably, due to the blood effects, gonna be a little bit laggier than usual. I hate that myself, but I haven't played with the blood effects yet, I just purchased it. So I wanna see it in action. Hopefully it's not going to just wreck my frame rate. Because I don't want to play on low graphic qualities, but I also don't want my videos to be super laggy. The problem with it also is that the recording software and the recording itself is taking quite a lot of my, well, the power I have to offer, my PC has to offer. So the game doesn't get everything it could get. So it runs pretty good, it's pretty smooth in single player, not single player, but when I don't record. I also, another topic, I want to start new Let's Plays. I would like you to maybe recommend some games. There can be old games, there can be new games, there can be anything really. I just want to do more Let's Plays than Total War or Crusader Kings 2. Also, maybe I want to do another Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play with the Warhammer mod, and maybe I'm gonna do an Europa Universalis 4 campaign war Let's Play. But these two are unsure, because for the Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play I want to get a better PC. I want to upgrade my PC before that, because what is a big turnoff on that game for me is just that it gets so laggy. It's not like I hate shitty looking graphics, I hate old games. No, I'm playing old games all day long. Trust me, I've Divinity, Nox, Battle Realms, some of the classics that you maybe not know because they are somewhat hidden gems. At least two of them. Battle Realms and Nox. Divinity, I don't think that's not considered a hidden gem. But they are old games and I play them regularly. At the moment, at least. Because I've just rediscovered them. With rediscovered, I mean well... Yeah, no, exactly what I mean. I rediscovered them on a... I'm not sponsored, sadly, by Good Old Games, GOG, but Battle Realms was on there, and Battle Realms is a... Wait, okay. Before I go and rant about not rant, but talk about Battle Realms, which is an awesome game, I'm gonna talk about that during this battle, I wanna finish my my thought that I had before. Yeah, it's not about the old graphics or shitty looking graphics, I prefer video quality over everything else. I want to make my videos as enjoyable as possible for you, the viewer. So I think that good graphics and fluent gameplay are pleasant to you. That's also why I'm trying to improve myself as a non-English speaker in the language of English, because I think it's more enjoyable if I actually speak your language fluently. At least for you. I mean, it's not... the game is enjoyable for me anyway. But with Crusader Kings 2, with the Warhammer mod, it's really there's a point where even I can't enjoy the lagginess anymore. Okay, so let's get on this battle. I've just formed a small line. I'm gonna destroy these towers, make a breach, gonna go up there. Well, the flame cannon cannot fire that. Can I get the flame cannon closer, please? I put the flame cannon closer. They are firing at us, which is to be expected. We're just gonna try to take out this tower. Maybe we should move our line of infantry a little bit further back, so that they're not directly in territory to be fired at when they shoot at my organ gun here. And I'm gonna move my organ. Actually, why don't we just move all of our troops over here? So they're not even in range of the secondary tower. Like, that seems stupid. Just get out of that one, that influence. I wonder if the flame cannon is going to do any damage against this tower. We'll see. It's nearly down already, but I want to... Other cannons stop for a moment. I want to see what the flame cannons are gonna do. Okay. The other cannons have stopped. You know, that's decent damage. They hit it 3 times and they did 9% of the damage. That's pretty decent. We're now gonna make a dent in this wall. A small dent. They are firing at my flame cannon? Could you not do that? Yeah, 4% per hit, that's pretty strong. We're definitely gonna try to take out this fort wall and hopefully kill some of these bloody peasants. Yes. Oh, burn them. Burn. Oh, let's look at the blood. It's not even... The frame rate is fine. Look at the blood splattered all around. That's good. Oh, yes, I love blood. Not sure how... Oh, they just exploded. Oh my god, do we see that? This guy got torn in half. Oh, I'm in love. I think I'm... Oh, yes. The gore. The blood. It is all that I ever wanted. The wall has been breached. Cannons, get over here. And stop firing. Because it's time for our iron brick. No, you know what? It's time for our hammerers to go up here and say hello. I want to see them decapitate people with their hammers and just smash them. Smash them good with your hammers. Vengeance. Everyone get up. Over here. Let's go and send in the gyrocopter with the non-brimstone gun. Actually, I don't think that's a smart idea. You know what? Just allow these cannons to fire for a little bit. I do want to make a breach in this wall, so let's just do that. It's gonna... Oh, this is gonna destroy so many of his troops. If we can do this. He might move away before we can make a breach here. Okay, he's firing at my my hammers now, which is, well, to be expected. The flame cannon had to move a little bit closer. Hopefully he's not killing too many of my hammers, because they are unshielded. He's moving away his spearmen, which is a smart move, because... Ooh! Well, that would have destroyed so many of his spearmen. But I think the wall breaching is going to kill quite a lot as well. Yeah. Well, they just disappeared, but still. Let's move him right here. Yeah, just move right here. And then you can fire on whatever you want. And you're gonna climb up this wall. And you are going to blow them up. Blow up these Knights of the Realm. Get out! Ooh, yes. Look at the blood splattering everywhere. Their limbs ripped off from their bodies. Delicious. Oh, he's charging me now. Well, it's not gonna save him. This unit is doomed already. Let's get our thunderers. One thunderer is going to right over here, and the other one is going over here. The hammers are now smashing in these peasants. Look at how bloody this one is already. Oh! 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 Okay. Well, I didn't expect that, but... Ah, these poor peasants. Stop throwing, though, please. They do not deserve your war off right there. Get over there. Like, get up there. I guess you can just walk in. Well, I can only move one up there. Oh, I can move one over there. So that's good. Let's move in there. Get Thogrim up here. The cannons are probably still firing. I'm gonna get my thunderers up here as well, because they can fire at these knights fairly easily. Going to get our iron breakers over here to protect this flank, and the hammers are going to protect this flank. This is a beautiful city, by the way. This is Marienburg, I think. It looks very Bretonian, even though it is an empire city. But look at how beautiful it is. It has so many trees. I'm not sure how it is in your country, but in Germany we have a lot of trees in our cities, and this looks just like a medieval version of it, even though this is based on France. On the French. Still, it looks beautiful with all these trees. That is undeniable. Let's get the Trollhammer torpedoes in here as well. And the flame cannon over there. And I want the organ guns over here. I'll also get the cannons over here or something. Even though I don't think I need it. Okay, the Thunderers are going to take the long way, but it doesn't matter. We've conquered the wall. Is there anyone out there still that I haven't moved in yet? Oh, the gyrocopters, of course. Well, I think he used up all of his ammunition, or all of his archers. When I see this tower right here, I still need to talk about battle reams, by the way. This gets the disappointment that is within my heart of this game up to the surface again. Because imagine if you had this giant city. Okay, well, maybe not as far as you can see, because that would be too much. But imagine these towers manageable. You could send your archers up here. They could fire on the men on the wall that are fighting. And you could have a unit stationed down here to guard the entrance. And look at how many towers there are. You could fortify the whole streets. This would change everything. This would change the street battle, the street combat. That would be awesome. I admire their desire to make the walls more important. They feel like the walls, they were just breached and then never used again, which was true in every game except maybe Rome and Medieval. Well, you didn't see. No, you know what? It was pretty much true. The walls were never really used. Except there were special rules sometimes where you say like, oh no honor gus or something. Why are you moving so slowly? But yeah, this would change everything. They made the wall combat more interesting, quote unquote, because it would be more interesting if you had more than just one straight wall. Also, I'm never gonna stop talking about this. I know, I'm probably talking about this topic every siege. But it's just because I love this game so much. That it just shows how much it bothers me that what they've done with the sieges. And how much I love this game. So the Knights of the Realm are probably gonna get shot to death. But let's not give our Thunderers all the fun. Let's send in the gyrocopters. The Bomber Brigade. The Karas Anchored Air Corps. This guy is going over here and he's going to bombard these oh, who are you? Knights of the Realm and Malabo of the Flame. Well, you're of the Flame, that is good, because I am bringing you the flame of sweet death and relief. That comes raining down on you. Here, have your flame, my friend. Have your flame. Yes, yes, give them the sweet relief of their flames that they so much desire. Even the Knights of the Realm cannot stand this bombardment. Well, that's kind of, you know, that's the downside of living in an medieval-ish monarchy, a feudal system, where you don't really have the innovation like the dwarves do. You don't have... We have goddamn gyrocopters. We have guns. We have flame cannons. We have flamethrowers. We have flame cannons. And the best thing you have is a trebuchet. But also... No, we didn't even have the trebuchet in this siege. But yeah, that's the best thing you have. And that is sad. Compared to our military might. For God's sake, the Empire has tanks. I know, they only have like 8 functioning tanks and there are 12 in total or something around these lines. But damn! They have tanks and all you have is trebuchets. You have some street magic though. You have to leave them that. The dwarves don't have any magic. But the Empire has magic as well. The best magic in this game comes from the vampires. Oh, that's bloody. But the Chaos Hordes normally have... Oh, that's very bloody. Have sweet magic as well. We're gonna raise this. Marienburg. It hurts me to raise this because it's a very historic settlement. But we can just go into Grangsit and refresh our troops here. This guy is still getting his throng gun. I have another throng down there in the south, I think, that's going to try to take out the water princes down here. Yes, they only need like 7 turns until they are ready. And this is a good throng. A good throng. Migdil, Vongal, I think I can end the turn. Actually, let's look at this before we end it. Yeah. Oh, no, what? Brock Ironpick. Brock Ironpick can still move. And he's going to go against the Vark encampment.
Grudges will be settled. Ready access.
And we're just gonna, you know, do it automatically. We lost 1 dwarf in the siege. That is acceptable. And we have a barley field, which we can upgrade, which is good. And the brewery can also be upgraded. Awesome. It is very warm right now. Okay, so yeah, back to the original topic. If you have any games you could recommend, I don't even really care about the genre, then please let me know if you want to see that. And now back to Battle Realms. So Battle Realms is an awesome game. Well, it was released in the early 2002. I don't actually know if it was in the early 2002, but I know it was released back then. It's a very old game. It was released when I was like 8 or something. I can do math. I was actually 6. But anyway. It is in a mystical, actually is the word I wanted to use, setting of Japan. Japan? 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 There are 4 clans. The Dragon Clan, the Snake Clan, the Lotus Clan, and the Wolf Clan. The Dragon Clan is all about honor. They only do good deeds, and they're really, you know, honorful. Honorful? Yeah. They do their stuff because they think it's gonna honor them, which is not bad, you know. It honors them, but it makes them also predictable and weak. They have some very interesting units, but that, you know, you should find that out yourself. I'm just gonna go to an overview of the clans and then a little bit of the game mechanics, but I don't want to spoil any units or campaign. The campaign also is awesome. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of it, not directly about the storyline, but about a mechanic in the campaign that I loved so much that it was so innovative back then. It's still today, to be honest, but I'm gonna come back to that later. He's going to be an exemplar.
Yes.
And that is... What was I talking about? Okay, so the Dragon Clan, yes, they're predictable, but because they're honorful, and you can... You know, you could, if you were living in that kind of setting, you could easily get them to attack you if you just slaughter a couple of peasants or something. But then we have the Snake Clan. They are kind of the opposite of the Dragon Clan. They are not that honorful. They consist mostly of bandits and robbers.
Welcome,
They don't
friends of the
care.
Valley.
They don't give a shit about honor. And they're gonna act like that. Naturally, the Dragon Clan and the Snake Clan, they are not the best friends. They are naturally enemies. Then we have the Wolf Clan. No, let's actually go to the Snake Clan, the Lotus Clan. No, these two are very special. The Snake and the Dragon Clan are basically normal humans. But then we have the Lotus Clan. They are plague people, basically. They fight with diseases. You know, I would consider them dark elves. A little bit. They also don't really give. They have. Do they have necromancers? They have witch masters. No, that's not the right. Warlocks. That's what. That's the word. They have warlocks and wizards. They have blade masters. They're basically assault garrison. I need to play that game, to be honest. I'm getting so hyped. I'm gonna build a garrison here. Yeah, so they fight with plague. They mostly concern themselves over power. It doesn't care if it's magical power or worldly power, like. But I think that the mages are the leading caste. They're also in a caste system, of course. They have the warrior caste and the magic caste and all that stuff. And yeah, they're having a lot of infighting because of the power desire they have. And then we have the Wolf Clan. The Wolf Clan are barbaric people. They are brutish, not very intelligent. Most of them, the leaders actually are very intelligent, but they mostly concerned about themselves. They don't really want to interfere with the other clans. They just want to live in peace. But because of their physical strength and not really their intelligence, the Lotus Clan has enslaved the Wolf Clan for many years. And they have been in rebellion for, well, ages, basically. The Snake Clan has helped, and they are somewhat allied to the Lotus Clan. They've helped them on occasion to fight the Wolf Clan rebellion. The Snake Clan and the Dragon Clan once were one clan, by the way, that ruled all over Japan. Oh, not Japan, but the mythical setting it is set in, because it's not actually Japan. So that's the overview of the clan. They have all very unique units and heroes, and it's awesome. It's a lot of fun to play. Yo, you kidding me?
Ready access.
Well, I'm just gonna do this automatically. Yes, show me the 4. Fair, we knew that. Of course, that's gonna get rid of one of the turns. Then we have one of the for me, most important campaign mechanics. I'm gonna get a bit to the gameplay mechanics. They're unique as well, and interesting, which makes the game even better. Also, whoa! What is up with my income? Maybe I've built too many armies. Oh no, the trade is gone. All of my trade is gone. But in the campaign, you choose which missions you will do. Like, there's like the first mission and the second, and then you get a map. And your advisors that you are allied, you're the ruler of your clan. You can only play as the Snake or the Dragon Clan, sadly. I would have loved to play as the Lotus Clan or the Wolf, but oh well. I think there is actually a DLC, or add-on, as it was called back then, where you can play as the Wolf Clan. You can also play as every clan in single player and multiplayer, but not a nickname. So you choose which missions you will do, and that mission is going to affect your gameplay, your campaign, which direction you will go. Like, not which direction you will go on the map, of course. I mean, that is gonna affect it, of course, as well. But actually, how your character, your hero, will develop. And that is so interesting to see him change slowly over time, over the campaign. And one of the most important game mechanics is that you build farmhouses. And that's the best translation I have for that. And these are gonna spawn automatically villages or peasants. You will then need to farm rice or collect water and build buildings. Yes, I know it's weird to build buildings out of water and rice, but that's the currency in the game. And with that, we're not gonna win this siege.
Not likely.
Oh, it's gonna be a bloody siege at least. I'm gonna take some reinforcements before I'm gonna go into that siege. You then have to build military buildings and you need to send your peasants into these military buildings to train them to the next tier unit. So for example, as the Dragon Clan, your first unit is a spearman. If you then send this spearman into the archery. Oh, let's go a different example. You have a spearman. If you send him to the dojo, If you send him into the archery, the peasant, you will get an archer. If you send the spearman into the archery, you will get a dragon knight. Or a dragon warrior or something along those lines. And if you then send this dragon warrior into the next advanced military building, you will get a stronger unit. And there are a lot of combinations you can do. And that is really good. And you have to fight against your enemy to get yin or yang, depending on what what you are. The dragon and wolf clan are yin, I believe, and the lotus and snake clan are yang. And you use that currency to upgrade your units, to give them special abilities and all that kind of stuff. The game is awesome. The gameplay is so innovative for its time, and to be honest, I've never seen a game similar to it. I don't know why it wasn't really a success, because it's so awesome. I could tell you about this game all day long. I have only one problem with it, and that's probably why I'm not gonna let's play it. I've only played it in German. I know the voice actors, and I've learned to love them. I could not play this game in English, and that's sadly a problem I have with a lot of old games. Or games I've already played. I can't play them in English because I already know the German voice actors, and I can't do it. It's impossible for me. I don't know why that is, but I also can't watch a series in German. And when the next season comes out in English, I can't just watch that with well, I don't really need subtitles because I actually understand them fairly well.
For the wisdom of the layer.
But yeah, I can't just watch it in English because the voice actors are different. Well, they don't have voice actors in English, but they do have in German. And that's something I can't accept. So that's why I'm probably not gonna play Battle Realms, but I'm gonna put a link of that game in the description below because I've talked about it a lot in this video. And I recommend it to you. Play it for yourself. It's only $9 on GOG. Or €9, and plus the add-on. It's one packet. I'm not sure what it is in USD. I guess around maybe $11, or maybe even the same price. Who knows? But it's an awesome game, and I can only recommend it. And now we're gonna do the Siege of Paderborn.
The clan demands war.
We're not gonna do the Siege of Paderborn because I've besieged it with the wrong unit. This one does not have cannons.
Bring them. Let us begin.
Can you just moved here normally? So you can retreat.
One rug.
And you're gonna attack it. You cannot attack it because you're in the force march. I know.
What?
Yes. Well, we're just gonna go into the encampment for now. We're not gonna do the siege then. Let's see. Have I moved all of my forces already? Kazwin the Kinlord can still move. He's on a force march. Yes, full speed. That's good. And the other one is Kazadni Death Dealer. Yes, and that's it. Did we build anything? No. Let's enter turn. Oh, we did actually build the Dwarf Keep. But I also already upgraded everything. Thorgrim has another skill. Stand your ground. Good. You know what? If you want me to do a Battle Realms Let's Play, I might even do it.
But I make no oath for the surety.
Non-aggression pact, that's it. Actually, my trade is not gone. What am I talking about? I'm still trading with these bastards. They just ended their alliance. And now we have a non-aggression treaty, which is good. I'm really passionate about Battle Realms. It's a very hard game. There are some missions that are really tough. Also, there are like a couple of... I think there are 2 paths you can choose in the campaign. And I've played it multiple times, completely through, and I've always played the one path. Because that's who I am. That's how I am. I'm always playing the one that I'm most comfortable with. Yeah, the Walks don't have a settlement anymore. So we're gonna send one of our armies eastward. Assassinate? Well, damn. The Dragon Crown of Karaz. On being acclaimed High King, Thorgrim Gotchwir saw a solemn oath that his reign would signal the dawn of a new age, the Age of Reckoning. It is his dream to avenge the wrongs done to his people by striking clean the entire ledger in the Great Book of Grudges. This begins with the reclamation of the fallen holds. Yeah, we can't do that. The elves are not in the game. We can't beat them for the War of the Beard. War of Vengeance, excuse me. In ages past, the dwarves stood shield to shield with the men of the Empire, braced against the constant attacks of the common enemies. Over the centuries, though, the ties have loosened inexorably. Beset by ever greater threats and a series of defeats, the dwarves retreated into the remaining holds, and the power of the Empire dwindled under the yoke of weak, foolish, or wicked emperors. Now Thorgrim's great oath of vengeance requires that the dwarves re-establish old alliances. A wrong put right. Well, I don't think that's gonna be possible because they just... couldn't you have done this one turn earlier? Because they just ended their alliance with me.
I will hear what you have to say.
What? Why can I not make a military alliance with them? They are allied to one of my enemies. That's it. They are allied to the Bretonnians. That's why I can't ally them. Well, you're gonna move north. Actually, I wanted to move you here.
Not in my name.
Not in my name. I can't encamp you, no? What? Why not? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is... 2%. Ah, well, whatever. You know what? Go. You can't also not go into the... You cannot go into the throng. Into the hold. So you're just gonna stay here and attack Khorne next. Khorne is the capital of... You know what? You're not gonna attack this because this is the capital of the Empire of Bretonnia. And I fear their armies that are in there. We're definitely gonna siege Paravon.
Do you take me for a Wazzik?
You're great with Warhammer. I have no idea what he said, so I couldn't even impersonate him. So, this is gonna be an interesting one. He only has archers and a bunch of knights. What? Why does he not have any infantry?
Drink.
Like for real, what kind of buildings do we have here? This is giving you 4 knights of the realm and 4 peasants. Pegasus Airy, a mason is giving you nothing. You have a reinforced wall, which gives you 2 field trebuchets, 3 knights of the realm. I have a bottle in front of my monitor, that's why I can't read it. And you have 3 peasants. You don't get any infantry? That is too easy, man.
It is time. Drink them.
We're just gonna bombard you, and then we're gonna move in our infantry, smash your archers on the wall, and then we're gonna march in with our superior range units. These throngs are actually not as strong as I would like them to be. But we do have a lot of gyrocopters. Please tell me these are bombers? Oh, we have a lot of brimstone guns.
To war.
It will be... that's... okay, that's interesting. I might... Actually, I'm gonna end the episode here. I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, then consider leaving a like and a comment down below. And definitely tell me what you think about Battle Realms. Look it up. Check out the link I put down. It is a great game. I love it very much. See you next time. Bye.